Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a singles new love reading for Capricorn. We're going to look at the kind of love you're ready to experience now based on the growth you've already done. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Capricorns, please. All right, so we have the Five of Swords. All right, we also have the King of Cups. So you could have a water sign here, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. They're viewing you as the King of Pentacles, which is Capricorn energy. All right, and we see the Three of Wands. Okay, I don't know why I heard the name Tony. Okay, I don't know if that's somebody who brings you two together, if someone's name is Tony, I don't know. It's just a really specific message that's not going to be for all of you. All right, and we see the Six of Swords here. Okay, so I feel like with the Five of Swords and the Six of Swords, you have someone here, Capricorn, that really wants to fight for this connection, come hell or high water. And it does look like there may be an element of distance here with the Three of Wands. So that could be, you know, that they're at like more than like a 30-minute drive away. Maybe you're in a different city, state, or country. But this person definitely wants to come towards you. They come in peace is what I'm hearing, bringing peace. Somebody who really prioritizes like balance and harmony and within relationships. And with the Five of Swords, with that said, this is someone that's willing to absolutely fight for this connection, wants to beat out competition, and I feel this person's very loving and caring, very compassionate, very intuitive, but this is also someone who will stand up for themselves. All right, so with the Five of Swords, why do we have that here? All right, we have the Four of Cups. So this person may be someone who has been like really bored and discontent with dating and the options that are available to them. You know, this person may come off as a little bit detached and emotionally unavailable at first, right? But that's anything but the case with the King of Cups. The King of Cups just doesn't always wear his heart on his sleeve. And we see the Seven of Cups in reverse. So this is actually somebody who's really crushing on you. I don't think this person has been confused at all. I actually think that maybe, you know, you like, I kind of just get this stoic energy from this person, or they're going to surprise you in how deeply they feel or how romantic they really are. And I do feel with the Seven of Cups in reverse, they're ready to reveal it to you, Capricorn. All right, and how you're going to be feeling the Page of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. You're going to be feeling like you want to invest in this, but you are going to take a look at all the details. Because I feel like when they tell you or they show you that they're interested, you're going to be like, all right, let me think about this. Like, this is cool. This is something that I feel, you know, is in alignment, but you definitely are going to look at all the details first. Because I think there might not, I don't think there's like an element of shock necessarily, but, you know, like, oh, you know, I didn't see that this way at first, you know, or I didn't realize this person, you know, liked me as much as they do. All right. We see father energy. So this is the divine masculine archetype. This person may be a single parent, or they may want to have children, or they may, you know, have children from a previous connection. All right. We see they're a giver. This person is very like loving, caring, and giving. That really tracks with the King of Cups. We also see daddy's girl. So if this person does have a child or children, they may have a daughter in particular. But we also see that this person might have a close-knit relationship with their father. Okay. They could be a caregiver for their father. They may look a lot like their father. They may have been raised by their father. They may have followed in their father's footsteps. All right. And we also see Gemini energy. So symbolized by the twins, ruled by Mercury. They're the thinkers and communicators of the zodiac with many facets. So somebody who's social, somebody who's really good at handling a lot, kind of making it look easy. Somebody that you're definitely going to have a strong intellectual connection with. All right. The King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Again, creative visionary, somebody who doesn't wear their heart on their sleeve, but has a lot of love to give. And that might actually be a little bit of that element of surprise. Yeah, this person is definitely loving, but they might come off as emotionally unavailable or detached until they reach out, or until they're sure that they're going to have success here with you. They're funny as heck. Lovely. All right, and they may wear braids. Now that's a really specific message, and with these specific messages coming through, they're not going to resonate with all of you, and that's okay. It doesn't mean it's not your reading, but they certainly will be confirmation for some of my Capricorns out there. All right, let's see what else we need to know. What else do we need to know? Okay, this person is in chill mode, okay? Dating, weighing options, taking their time. And again, that might be like they've kind of been like a little bit detached. They haven't really been emotionally investing in anyone. Of course, that's until they meet you. All right, this person is definitely sexy, attractive, and irresistible. And we do see that they're hubby material. Now, my readings are not meant to be gender specific, but some of the cards that I use are. So we see this as life partner energy, committed, somebody who's a family man or family woman. All right, let's see. What else do we need to know? Or somebody that wants family. I feel like family is really important to this person, Capricorn. All right, what else do we need to know here? All right, this person may wear more than 2 rings frequently. All right, so that can be that they've been married and divorced before. It may also just be that this is someone that likes to wear jewelry. All right, your first kiss will be within 1 year from now. So oftentimes I get in the comment section, it's going to take a year, but truthfully, no. This just means it's not somebody you've been intimately involved with. You haven't kissed this person yet, and it's happening at some point in time within the next 12 months. Not necessarily 12 months from now, right? But it's a future connection. This person spends their money quickly, so they have some money to spend, and they may be a fire sun sign, Aries, Leo, or Sag. All right, they're viewing you as in alignment here, the King of Pentacles. They see you as someone who is reliable, generous, put together, stable, consistent, predictable in the best ways, right? So they're loving this Capricorn energy, right? How else are they viewing you? As the High Priestess. So they may sometimes, though, find you to be a bit elusive. Okay, the High Priestess energy, she's also very creative, intuitive, loving, but she also keeps the important stuff close to her chest, and she can sometimes be a little bit hard to read. Okay, and we see the 6 of Swords in reverse. This person can't wait to see you again. So I feel like after your first date, they're going to be the type of person that immediately sets up that second date. Or they're going to send you that message on their way home and be like, Capricorn, when are we going to do this again? I don't think, like I said, I'm sure this is not somebody you've dealt with in the past. But it could be someone who's waiting to see you again, right? Like if you see them out and about or in the community or like at the gym or something like that, the 6 of Swords in reverse is like they can't wait to see you again, Capricorn. All right, let's see what else they notice about you or they really like about you. All right, so they see you as the child orphan archetype. So independent, based on learning to go it alone and conquering your fear of surviving. Beautiful. So they see that you're independent. You don't really need anybody else. And that's very Capricorn energy. My Capricorns out there, you're very, very independent. And they see you as an earth angel, that you help those in need with no expectation of return. Yeah, but they see you as very loving, very giving. Again, an earth angel. The 3 of Wands tells me this defines the relationship. So again, some of you, this relationship may be defined by distance. But for others of you, the 3 of Wands, this is exactly what you've been waiting for, or vice versa. All right, so let's get some clarity here. We see by following that inner nudge. So this meeting happens because you listen to a quiet inner prompting. Alignment responds to intuition rather than logic. So what's interesting is like some of you just might be called to do something differently, and that's how you meet this person. So maybe you take a different you know, you go to a different cafe to get your coffee one day, or you just feel called to turn down that street or go to this bar or go to this party or whatever it is, something about your intuition nudging you along to come towards this, to meet this person, that helps you meet this person. We see this connection reopens your heart to trust, reminding you that meaningful bonds are still possible. So yeah, this is going to restore your faith in love and connection and people. I also think that's true for this person. Like, you're going to restore their faith and love. And this connection comes through friends, gatherings, or familiar social events, environments. It grows naturally within shared spaces. So for a lot of you, you know, there's something about friends, there's something about community here that brings you two together. All right, so let's go ahead and see what else we need to know here, Capricorn. What else do my Capricorns need to know? All right, so you're manifesting this. Very soon your true love will arrive. All right, we see fearless love, a courageous leap into the unknown. Okay. And we do see third party, so you may be dealing with a karmic situation. Again, there could be people around you, could be people around them. This person might be moving on from conflict, from a third party situation when you meet them. But at the bottom of the deck here, we see honest communication, and this is what's going to strengthen the bond. Expect a heart-to-heart conversation here. All right, so let's go ahead and see what else we need to know. What else do we need to know? October. Okay, so this could be a birthday, so you could have Libra or Scorpio coming towards you. It may be unfolding between now and October. And Spirit saying at the bottom of the deck, just trust in divine timing here, Capricorn. All right, so I'm going to leave it here, my lovely Capricorn, sending you love and light. Take care.